Robin Krubaugh, and I'm with Big Doodle Dreams. And this big guy right here, this is Wally. And Wally is a first-generation Aussie Doodle. I'm going to turn him around so you can see his beautiful blue eyes. He's not a Merle. That's something I do want to point out. His blue eyes come from Jessie. So if you're a follower on my channel, if you've subscribed, then you'll see all my videos. Jessie is in my nail trimming video, and that is his mommy. And that's why he has the blue eyes. There's no Merle. Neither parent was Merle. It's a separate gene. Again, it has to do with knowing your dogs and knowing the difference. But no, he's not a Merle. He just has the blue-eye gene. But he is a first-generation Aussie Doodle. And therefore he's got the straighter coat and such, but that's not the subject of this video. I always introduce and I always tell you who it is, and he's under 30 pounds, so you get an idea, and over a year old now. But no, the subject of this video is all about whether you decide on a retired dog or a puppy. And there's a huge difference between obviously raising a puppy versus deciding to adopt an older dog. And you know, adopting an older dog can be wonderful, and it can also be a nightmare. And that's where this video comes into play, making sure you've made the best decision for your family and for yourself. This guy is actually leaving. He's been neutered. He's had one litter with me. I've had the chance to raise him, train him. He's been here, he's been part of my family. So I've gone through that whole process of interviewing to choose and to decide best home, best place, where he needs to go. And it's been a journey. We've had a lot of people interested in him, and that's really great. So if you're a person that's considering that idea, you think an older dog is gonna be that much easier. Okay, so here's that thing I'm going to tell you. My house is not the same as your house. Your house is not the same as your friend's house or your aunt's house or your neighbor's house or any of those things. Everybody's schedule, everybody's what they do, their behavior, the sounds, it's all very different from one house to the next. And this guy, he's been raised around all sorts of other dogs, cats, kids, commotion. He's a happy, active, friendly, likes everybody kind of guy. But knowing background before you take any dog is a really good idea, because if your house is super quiet and the dog you're looking at is super active and noisy and rambunctious, it may not be the best fit. Something else to consider is you have small children that are 7 and younger. You're bringing in an older dog, you really do want to make sure that you know what you're getting into. And I really do bring that caution in, because I've done it. I brought home an older dog from time to time and inherited behaviors that were unnerving. I had one dog that had growled at my kids, and you don't know until you bring home that older dog. And even though, this guy, he's trained and he doesn't have accidents in my house and he's a good boy, when he goes to there's a kitty. When he goes to the new house, he's going to be very confused. He's not going to understand. He's not going to understand where the door to go outside, the magic potty door. He's really going to be confused, and honestly a little bit kind of like, where's my parents and where's my family and where are all my friends and why am I here? And his adjustment, the rule of thumb on this is that for every year of age that a dog is, you're looking at 1 month adjustment. So a dog that is a year old, as he is, will probably take about 1 month to make his complete adjustment with his new family. But a dog that is 3 years old, likely will take close to 3 months before you really get to see the behavior and know for sure they've settled in. If you ever take on an older dog, the last thing you want to do is give up at the end of the very first week. that tells me that you didn't put in the effort, the time to try to make it work. Because when you take on an older dog, they're counting on you. They're counting on you to follow through. They're counting on you to be there. They're counting on you to make sure that they're able to make that adjustment. And a week or two in is never enough time for a dog to make an adjustment like that, especially an older dog. The older they are, the harder it will be. Suggestion that I have for you is that if you decide to go through an organization that adopts dogs out, it's honestly best if you choose an organization where the dogs are in foster homes, because that family that's working with the dog is going to know all the details. What scares the dog, what triggers the dog, you know, all of those details that foster family will know. And it's very important to know those things. I mean, you don't want to take a dog and not know that they're afraid of loud sounds or that they're afraid of thunder. You would want to know those things before you adopt a dog. So, difference, you know, puppy, yes, there's some work on the very front of it, but when it comes down to it, a puppy is going to just take on your whole behavior, your temperament, your schedule. They're going to fit right in. Yeah, you're going to go through teething and you're going to go through some of that fun stuff, but it's just like raising kids. You know, having that baby, watching that baby grow, watching the baby learn to walk and to, you know, all that stuff that happens is just the same with a puppy. So, you know, when you take on an older dog, you're missing out on all of that too. So keep that into mind. But this guy, like I was saying, first generation, Mr. Wally, shaggy coat, and you'll see the big difference. The ears are straighter, the tail is straighter, the coat, if grown out, is straighter, and I've left, he's got pom-pom feet. You know, just a choice, something fun and different. It's always nice to do different haircuts on them. So, anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I've got lots of videos. I'm going to be uploading many more, and it was great. Thank you so much for your time.